ready for you boys, isn't it? Sounds good. Well, I reckon the trip probably came about from me and Charlie, I think it was, come up to you boys, and I've brainstormed it for a few years now, but took a bit of action, and you've obviously got family up there and you've got your brothers up there, Cots, so sort of perfect storm, and organised it probably halfway through last year. So
I remember I'd been thinking about it, talking about it for a few years, but my brothers work in Darwin. They have for probably 6 years now in a community called Lajamanu. They work in different communities, but that's where they're at the moment. And talking to them, they wanted to get a trip sort of planned and get some boys out the community. I went to Walshy and said, "How does that sound?" He said, "Actually, mate, I think we're already organising one." So I was like, "Geez, I have to be a part of that." So that's how I sort of got my foot in. But that was a great trip.
Yeah, I reckon it was just come from a lot of change room talk, like just saying, obviously establishing that Walshy was from, lived in Darwin, and then Cots had his brothers up there. And I remember you went there one off season, and I was asking what your connection was, and it all probably just came from that idea, and obviously sparked, I guess, the trip.
Yeah, I forgot that I came to you with.
That
was like
I was already sort of half planning it.
Yeah.
And then,
how's the chances as well, like that they'd had their Curnow car for like two? I was thinking that the other day. They've had a Curnow car for 2 years, and it's like he's come out to their community who thought they'd probably never see Charlie Curnow.
All over Australia.
Yeah, you picked that one. Because your brothers had been working there for a bit, or was that car already, or like?
They've been sending me that car for like a year, because they've been there for a while. And it's funny. That's the best image of the trip, I reckon.
Yeah,
when Charlie's driving.
He's driving it. He didn't even know the grandma was in the back. Big Kearns was. He was. Charlie and his family have sort of the connection with the Longs, who we got to spend the last couple of days with. They really looked after us, and I think when Ed might have played with Brent
Renouf,
who's now up in Darwin, so that's how it sort of came about. And I think Charlie's sort of always up for an adventure too, so he was happy to join in, and been plenty of good stories to come from it.
Weather was perfect.
Jam-packed, wasn't it, the week?
Yeah, it was
Anyway, it was
big week.
I just remember all of us like going on that charter flight needing to piss halfway through. Like we didn't. I reckon we expected it to be 2 hours long.
Nah.
Just like short little flight.
Hell no. Yeah,
no one's got headphones or anything either. Like we're all just there raw dogging it, just on the plane. It gets to about an hour in, and I was like busting. I was like,
Mate, that is the longest flight of my life, I reckon. I've done like 14-hour flights, but that 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think I might have bought us some headphones at the Lajamanu for the way back, the shopping centre. I just remember because where we were staying, like obviously had the penthouse, but on top with that balcony, and you see this massive cloud rolling in across the airport, and I was like,
no way of going.
Nah. Charlie was like screaming as we took off.
Lajamanu was good. Had Red Dog Builders there look after us. Big shout out to Liam Patrick as well.
He's
obviously
a great man.
Local boy, so he's got that connection with Dad, which was always good to see. Good to see him out there and where he's from. And
because he was Wanderers with your dad.
Played for the Muck. So he was a legend. Like great player as well. Played for Gold Coast. But I think just the way they looked after us and embraced us, and then obviously brothers putting on that barbecue. That was probably the highlight for me. Getting all the kids involved. Everyone's just playing on the red dirt.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice community, wasn't it? Had the ground ploughed for us, the dirt.
They were pretty proud of it.
I didn't know what to expect, landing there. I knew like pretty small community, but still pretty good turnout. It would have been, I don't know how many live in Large, do you know? Or
I actually don't know the number, but seeing videos from my brothers that have been sent me over the years, I had a rough idea of it, but it's just so remote that you can't really put into words.
Navy blue when we rocked up.
Everyone had a sports shirt.
Like thought it was going to be a bit low key, going to the school, see what everyone thinks, but they were all ready for us. Like, as soon as we got off the flight, big round of applause.
Carlton merch definitely was.
Yeah.
When they went to set up Lajamanu, trucks that were going to set it up actually broke down on the way to where Lajamanu was meant to be.
No
they
way.
broke down like halfway and they're like, all right, let's set it up here. So it's just like not even where they wanted to set it up.
Next
Pretty
to the
crazy.
fish.
Yeah, exactly right. Do you want to unpack that?
You unpack it.
Only place in the world where fish can fly. It rains fish.
Rains
Right,
fish.
fish.
So it's actually true. We thought they were joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of the
Well,
air.
they
I
get
remember laughing when Liam
tornadoes.
told us, and he wasn't laughing. He was like, what's going on here? Surely not.
Oh, classic.
Red Dog Gills confirmed it.
Yeah, I was surprised they sort of like knew who we were a little bit, like, but you obviously
Yeah.
must get reception for a few games out there. It might be a bit hard, but I think you can just feel a genuine love for footy. I reckon one of us boys might have mentioned if you're ever feeling down about your game, you'd happily go out there and
Yeah.
just genuine love for the game. And you hear of a lot of those guys that we met, like, travelled to Catherine like 4 or 5 hours to play a game of footy. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Even just the way like all the kids are kicking from the boundary and like, tapping us just like,
Yeah.
watch this, and just like so good. Like that's what you do as a kid, and then to do it on red dirt is like just had a bit more special, like
Yeah, there was
something different about
something
it.
about that for sure.
I thought the red dirt would be nice and soft. But I took 2 steps. I was picking out
Shoes
prickles in
back
my feet.
No wonder you'd want to keep your feet up there.
Yeah, gravel. That was awesome to get out. Plenty of talent out there too, so
Yeah.
hopefully you see in a few years and some kids make
Inspire a
it.
few kids.
Yeah,
After that, we were Crocs. After that, weren't we? Or
yeah,
the-
had a little lift and then we,
Crop cruise, jumping crop cruise.
yeah, Adelaide River, I think. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd been on a couple tours up there.
Yeah.
But
the bloke that was most fascinated about it was Kempy. He's never seen a crocodile, so he just kept on asking me questions.
Really?
But
Yeah.
they're pretty stealth.
I don't think Charlie had seen him either.
Nah, Charlie probably hadn't.
He was pretty scared.
You can tell when he's getting nervous. He starts like whacking people. Yeah.
Leaning over people like this.
Yeah.
So, mate, just sit there. You're right.
Is that the cruise that night?
Yeah, we did the cruise that night. Sunset cruise.
Sunset cruise.
The Barries.
Didn't see the sun once. It was just lightning.
That's true.
Charlie had a
Pouring
back.
rain.
Yeah, that was the Tuesday.
What was Wednesday? Helicopter just flew us around Darwin.
Litchfield National Park.
Went over Litchfield, went to like a waterfall where you can sort of only get to by a helicopter. Had a swim, had lunch.
Pretty much landed right on top of the
Yeah.
waterfall, which was sick.
Stressing for a bit, just like wondering where we're going to
Yeah.
park up, and
Yeah.
then just pulls up on top of the rocks. And
Yeah.
Zinging between the trees.
Yeah, zigging in between the trees.
Oh, I didn't expect to see like wild horses and
Yeah.
all that through there. That was pretty cool. So
Camels.
camels. What's that stat you've got for us?
There's more camels in Northern Territory than there is in Egypt. I'm pretty sure.
And we didn't
pretty
see
sure.
one camel.
I'm pretty sure.
Didn't see one camel.
Maybe they're more remote.
Never seen a camel, I think. More remote, we're in Litchfield National Park.
Large
Yeah.
way.
Back into Darwin that night, were we?
Yeah. Did we
We had
do
a bit
the
Training, local,
yeah, training
went
sessions?
to the local clubs.
You boys went to Nightcliff.
Hoddy came to the good side, Nightcliff, Tigers.
Whilst you played, obviously, at Nightcliff, all my family is strongly connected to Wanderers, and just went down to the junior footy sessions and I guess ran a few of the drills and just got involved. It was pretty weird, to be honest, like being one of those kids and then like trying to talk to them like as an AFL footballer. It's a bit weird, but yeah, we're just getting amongst it, just having fun and having a kick.
Yeah, that was similar to us. It's probably hits home a little bit more when you go back to like a local club that you were a part of, because as you said, you can picture yourself being there at that age. And at that time in Darwin, like I never really had interactions with AFL players really that much. Like they'd come up during the dry season and play a game or two. Yeah, we had like sort of ages from under 12s to under 16s, I reckon, and they just float around in groups and there for about an hour and a bit of a Q&A at the end. TikTok at the end.
Yeah, true. Good TikTok.
Nightcliff Tigers TikTok.
Spoke to a few of your old coaches.
Yeah, there was a few there actually. Yeah.
I reckon you were crazy back in the day too.
Yeah. Mick Nyhouse, who was like my coach, he was there. He's a big Carlton man. One of his sons that I play with loves Cots. So it was good to see them. But he was like a good coach for us, and his son Ryan played at Freo for a few years, Ryan Nyhouse.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
bit of that connection there, but they're a mad Carlton family, so he coached me in under 14s, and then it's funny how it works out.
What reception did Charlie get?
Yeah, the same as Charlie always does. Everyone's kind of in awe surrounding him, so it's funny, I'm always there, so they don't really need anything from me, but he was good. He just got amongst it as well and had a kick, played a few games.
It's weird.
Motlop dinner.
Yeah. Took him to
Bit of everything.
Nana's house.
That was a good feed, man.
All the cousins
Magpie
were-
geese.
Magpie goose. Bit of curry. A lot of curry. It's good. It's just all the normal food that we usually have, and
Uncle Shannon's there.
Yeah.
Nuts.
What was it? Now, what was he saying about saying something about the flight or?
Oh yeah, they fly at night because of tax or something.
Yeah.
There's a tax on
Good
it.
day.
Uncle Shannon.
Yeah, there's no tax at night.
Yeah. It's easier to fly at night because there's no taxes. Or something like that.
One, next one.
Did they win?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That is huge. Right.
Tiwi, Thursday.
I was,
We were there 3 weeks by this stage.
yeah, we've done a lot.
Jam-packed a lot into
Yeah,
it.
training in between a lot of it.
We trained that morning.
Yeah, we were a bit earlier that morning.
Sun wasn't up yet.
And that was like peak pre-season session. You guys had a big, heavy load week, didn't you? I think that morning we had to do the practice 2K.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was hell,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did that. These cots paced us, which was good. Charlie was doing.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Stressing by the end, getting the results.
Yeah. We were going back in a week or two. It's like we need to
I
run
was going
well.
back the next week.
Yeah,
I was
true.
going back that Sunday. Missed my time by about, what did I get? Missed it by 20 seconds.
In Darwin.
In Darwin,
In
though.
Darwin. On grass. So I was
And
like,
then you smashed it when you
stressing.
come back.
Yeah. lucky enough. I remember I was like finishing your session as well. And I reckon the last couple of laps were like, oh, like,
Yeah, mate.
you're like, drop out if you need.
Obviously lived in Darwin, but never been over to Tiwi. Had you been over?
Nah, I'd never been to Tiwi as well.
That's first time
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
Seeing like so many people that live in Darwin that are from Tiwi, like all the families. So especially like throughout the footy clubs. So to see where they're all from, and it's exactly how you'd picture it. Like just
Yeah.
looks like a lot of fun. Everyone just
So remote, man.
running around, doing their thing. It's good.
Would we went to the gallery and
Yeah, that was
met a
fun.
few artists.
Yeah.
Always picked up some art,
What a bit.
a bit. Got a shirt made, screen
Shirts, mate.
printer,
Yeah.
the muscle tee.
Primary school and secondary school in Tiwi, which that was cool. Like large, they love footy, but I reckon Tiwi was nearly another step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were playing footy on a basketball court indoors.
Yeah.
Were you in my group? That was crazy.
Yeah. Kids getting
Sling
decked to the
tackles.
ground.
Hey, they go hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little year 5s, year 6s, all just.
You think, yeah, you're going to stay down for a while.
Yeah, pop straight back
So
up.
back up, whacks him back.
To secondary school after that.
Q&A and then
Q&A there.
Kicks in the
three
boundary.
shots from the boundary.
Yeah. Why aren't we kicking more from the boundary this year? It felt like that's all we did in Darwin.
Yeah, a bit short of that flight.
Yeah, but that only takes like 10 minutes from Darwin,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, probably on the tarmac longer than
pretty easy. Yeah.
Talking about it, it's pretty scary watching. Just you can see the storms floating in and out of
Yeah.
the city.
Wet
Try-
season's crazy like that.
Yeah, the pilots are knowing exactly when to take off.
Or even in between.
Yeah. When did we go? Your school after that? Primary
Yeah.
school?
That was like the final big day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were about cooked by then, I reckon.
We'd spent all our tickets.
It's very exhausted.
St Paul's.
St Paul's.
Few
Because I
miles.
didn't even realise the Motlops went there too
Yeah.
until we were at dinner that night.
Yeah.
And yeah, that sort of did a little Q&A there. A lot of the kids still playing footy there, and when I was there was no goalpost, but then we got them put up by the end of it, and I claim that I put out a petition for it. Grass is a bit long out the back though, so I wanted to.
Like, obviously going to Darwin so much throughout my life, like the week we had, pretty much everything we did I've never actually done. So it's like an unreal experience all over throughout the week, talking about going to Lajamanu, Tiwi, places we've never been, and like if you ever get the chance, like you have to do it. Like it's unbelievable, the things you see, the people you meet, and yeah, make sure you take a good crew with you as well.
Funny thing is, like we probably always try and do overseas trips and that, but sometimes you forget like your backyard's just as good. Like doing a bit of outback Darwin, or if you go anywhere with 4 good lads, you're probably going to have fun, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, it was good fun.
Yeah, it's good for me to be able to finally see what the brothers get up to, I guess, where they work in the community, what they do, and sort of how much the community love them. Message to anyone if going to Darwin, get out to communities and see Tiwi. It's amazing part of the world. Get in a helicopter as well, because it's a good way to see the country.
You can't see a lot of parts if you don't know.
But awesome trip. We're taking applications now, are we?
Maybe a couple boys each year.
Yeah.
Class of 2025.
Yeah.
OG.